So today marks the last day that I will ever be nice instead of being kind. Nice. Pleasant, agreeable, satisfactory, fine or subtle. Kindness. A high moral standard. It is living a life that strives to always do what is right. Now, what is right? Is it what's right for you, or is it what's right for that other person who you're being nice to? And if you're being nice to that person, are you being nice to yourself? Because I feel like some of us struggle with differentiating between being nice and being a fucking doormat, actually. I've been alive for a whole 26 years, and for 21 of those years, I thought that being agreeable was the most important thing. And I can blame a lot of things for this mindset. I grew up a Jehovah's Witness, and that religion specifically strives for nonconformity to worldly things. So, whatever you would consider worldly, right? Being peaceful, being neutral, not rocking the boat unless it's to further like God's kingdom, those sorts of things, which that's perfectly fine. If you have someone teaching you how to balance all of these things within you, I was exposed to the religion without getting that balancing done for me. So I took in all of the agreeableness, all of the neutrality, all of the not having an opinion, all of the it's best to be silent. I took all of those things in, and I didn't get the balance of you should know when to stand up for yourself. You should stand up for what's right. You should speak up for yourself, all those things. So I got one end of the spectrum and I didn't get the full picture. And so that in turn turned me into a highly agreeable, impressionable, not naive because I knew the truths of the world, but naive to the ways that people would try to like put me in positions that would be hard to get out of. Growing up the way that I did left me very susceptible to be taken advantage of, and not in an obvious way. I've been in company with people who knew that I had problems saying no. They knew that I was agreeable. They knew those things, and they took advantage of it. Instead of seeing it and being like, oh, I should protect this person, they took advantage of those things that they knew about me. And that's a really hard pill to swallow. And so I start doing this creative outlet. I start making art. I'm in control of what I'm doing, and it feels good and it's great. But I'm still struggling in my real life with balancing, like interacting with people, being overly nice, not being truthful, not leaving when I really want to, staying too long in bad situations. I became really good at that. And so for 21 years of my life, I've been the nice person. I'm not doing that anymore. And if me being truthful is too much, then I suggest you get the fuck away from me. I don't know. And I do think that I've done more than enough rambling, don't get me wrong. But I say all of that to say, don't be nice. You should be honest. And you don't have to be rude to be honest. But you need to be honest to yourself. We live in a society where we value people pretending more than we value their honesty, and That's fine, but that makes you sick. It makes you sick mentally because you're holding on to things that you shouldn't. It makes you sick physically because, again, you're holding on to things that you shouldn't. Like, a lot of people don't know that there are normal feelings that our body, like, sort of goes through, right? Like, you felt anxiety before, you felt like your heart racing, you felt nervous, all those things. It's not necessarily healthy for your body to always feel those things, though. You know, we have these responses within us for our protection, and they're not meant to be felt like 24/7. You know, you're not supposed to feel angry all the time. You're not supposed to feel like you've been walked all over all the time. Those things aren't supposed to be festering inside of you. So I urge you to please stop being nice and just be honest. Because that's what I'm doing from here on out. And like I said before, if anyone has a problem with that, literally just stay away from me. It especially hurts when, like, you put in all this extra effort to be nice. And yeah, you see people who don't even care to do that pretending. And it seems like it's okay for them, but you never feel like it's okay for you. I'm sure we all know someone who, like, we've seen and we're like, what? They don't conform? OMG. You can be that person who doesn't conform. And once you start doing it, you're gonna realize how good it feels to not be nice, just be honest. And you don't have to be a mean person to be honest. Sometimes it might come off as mean, I will admit that. But the only people who it comes off as mean to are people who are also pretending. If you're not a pretender, then you're not gonna view anyone's truth as them being rude or mean. You're just gonna view it as what it is, just truth. I don't have to be in a space that I don't want to be in. That's not mean. That's just true. So I think that's all I've got to say in this video. Thanks for watching.